regular day. Feels good. It's another day, though.
Still, it's a career first. I mean, is it nice to see that outside people in the league office are recognizing the contribution of what you did over the last week?
Yeah, it's always feels good to get some recognition, but I mean, it's still real early in the season, and we still have a lot to do. So it's just another day of another practice, work, and trying to build towards something special.
Sunday showed a different side of you where it became a case of you take what is given. When they were guarding you full court, at one point it almost seemed like they were in a box of one against you. What's that balance for you, knowing the season started as no twos, now to take the quality twos that are there?
Yeah. Again, I'm just trying to make the right play, sharing the ball, whatever the right play is for that possession. And continuing to. Me and Quinny were joking about it today, but just making the right play, possession after possession, like Mike. You seen the video of Mike Brown, so just keep making the right play and play after every possession. So yeah.
You still catch yourself looking at Spo and wondering, should I be shooting this too, like Spo said Bam still does at times?
I'm not really looking at Spo. It's more in my own head. I know how we need to play, so it's not a matter of looking at Spo. I kind of just have to make the right play. I know what the right play is.
One other general question. Obviously, you get to a point in trade season where players are going to be mentioned. There was some speculation out there, I'm sure you're aware, of Jimmy Butler today, ESPN reported. I'm just curious.
I didn't know that.
When you get to trade speculation season, how do you guys internalize that and not let that impact? Obviously, you're familiar with that, having dealt with it for years.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I got to check my phone still this morning. I didn't know what was said. That vibes felt good in here today, so I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good vibes.
Great vibes.
Thank you. What are you looking to accomplish during this span?
Well, we had some practice days, over a week ago, and I thought that was really productive for us. And we're coming off a stretch now where we've had some more consistency, and we've been able to work on some of our habits, get everybody on the same page about our identity. It's always good if everybody approaches it the right way, and that's what everybody did today.
Is there concern about too much time off, or do you work scrimmages and sort of keep the huffing and puffing going?
No, I'm not worried about that. Everybody's in the same boat. If it was different, teams playing and we're not, but we've been able to manage the work, and we play on Thursday.
I know it's been overstated to a degree about taking so many three-pointers, and it's also about taking the right two-point shots. Tyler's diet and what he's done in recent games with more twos, are those in particular the right twos, or is that sort of left to the player for you to decide what the right shots are if the threes aren't there?
So much of any of these discussions rely on decision making, making an appropriate decision. What's best for the team? What's best for that possession? And I feel good about his decision making and getting to those. He still got up 9 threes. That's going to be scouted and schemed against. I think it's good for our basketball team if he can find a way to get 10, 12 threes every night. He's just too good of a shooter for us, not to try to maximize, that skill set. I think that creates a lot of overreactions too, when teams are really scrambling to get out to him. But he also, has to read the game, and he has the skills to get to the rim, to get to the free throw line, get to the three-point line in a bunch of different ways, and then at times, get to something other than those things.
You've always mentioned growth doesn't stop for players as they get older. With Duncan, obviously, with the improvement off the dribble 2 years ago was clear. What are subtle ways where you've continued to see growth in him at this point in his career?
The decision making. When the ball's in his hands, whether it's pick and roll, dribble handoff, sometimes turning the corner, sometimes still creating stress at the three-point line. And defensively, he continues to make progress each year. The more he can defend and be out there without fouling really helps our team.
So over the last three, the shot value on your twos has kind of skyrocketed. What feels sustainable about the way you guys are getting the shots in the paint?
Well, the ones inside the circle, I'm always a fan of those. If we can get that's basically right at the basket. It's not defined as a layup, but if we can be efficient in those areas and generate shots in the circle, at the rim, at the free throw line, that will balance out, what we're doing at the three-point line. Teams that really scheme and get us off the three-point line, that there'll be occasions where we have to take some other stuff. I just don't want to totally lean into that.
As we get into speculation season, even a report today, obviously the league thrives on that kind of stuff. What's the messaging inside the room when another one comes out, when something else comes out?
I didn't mention anything, just like I did before. I think the biggest message is the fact that we're 3-0 right now, this past week, and the player that was rumored in so many trade speculations the last 3 years. It seemed like every week that player is still here, and he was player of the week. So that's really the only thing I'm thinking about. It's been our best, most consistent stretch of the season. So anything else, any other narrative, I don't care. Nobody should, because most of this stuff has just been all like a bunch of gibberish. And along those lines too, I don't want to talk about anybody's touches, shot attempts, their role. You know what the role is? Whatever the role has been the last 3 games. That's what it is. That's what I want everybody focusing on, and see if we can continue that. All right, thank you.